The history of Ferrari starts in 1902, and it starts from a dream of a man called Giulio Ferrari.
If Ferrari sounds familiar, let's clear up any questions about a car connection.
The name Ferrari, I know people hear it and they automatically think the sports car. You guys were around before the Ferrari car.
The Ferrari name in Italy is very common. There are a lot of Ferraris, but as a brand, there are only two companies that can use the brand. And it's us for wine and beverage, and the Ferrari car company for cars and many other product categories.
Ferrari's been the toast of Italy for well over a century, with the Lunelli family front and center since 1952.
Giulio Ferrari had no children, so he had to find somebody who could continue his vision and his venture. And in 1952, he chose my grandfather, Bruno Lunelli, as his own successor. And my grandfather took a huge amount of debt in his shoulder. He went to the banks because he had a great dream. Then it has been the second generation of my family who really made Ferrari leader in Italy, and as we like to say, the toast of Italy par excellence. Now that we are part of the third generation, our goal is really to bring Ferrari all over the world as an ambassador of the Italian art of living.
For the Lunelli family's third generation, it's life in the fast lane.
We really want to innovate, but maintaining loyal to the culture and tradition of Ferrari.
After 110 years, 3 generations and a half almost, we're still here. I have a daughter, we have 10 nephews in our family, so I think we got 100 years more to come.
The legacy of the Lunelli name lives on with pride and pressure.
It's not easy to take over the leadership of a company that has over a century of history and a century of success. I'm really proud to be chairman of a winery that represents an outstanding tradition, a beautiful territory. We are a very talented group of people, and there is something in common to all of us, which is the passion for wine and a passion for what we do.
I think for us as a young generation, it's a great honor to carry on such a long tradition, but it's also a responsibility for sure. In the winery, our role is to be culture carrier. We have values that have been doing the success of Ferrari for over a century, so our role is to keep faithful to those values, but still innovate, because tradition is just an innovation which has succeeded, so we cannot just stuck to the past.
Buongiorno. Buongiorno.
I love this way of saying of Goethe, very famous German artist, who said, if you get something free from somebody else who gives it to you, donate it to you, in order to really possess it, you have to reconquer it. And actually it is really true when you have a family business running, because your father has been working really, really hard for decades to make it grow and become strong and unique. And when you get it given by your father, you have to deserve it. And in order to deserve it, you have to work hard and really reconquer it.
As for the future of the family behind Ferrari, it's full speed ahead.
With Ferrari, we want to maintain a story that starts from Giulio Ferrari and my grandfather, but we want to be the promoter of our Trentino all over the world. That's our main project for the future.
Ferrari will always be only Trento DOC and only a bottle of fermented sparkling wine made with grapes from Trentino. Wine is emotion.
What emotion do you feel when you're drinking wine or when you pop open a bottle of Ferrari?
I mean, to me, obviously, Ferrari means a lot of things. It means places, it means mountains, it means vineyards, it means people. Drinking Ferrari, I think also about some of the most important moments in my life. You know, drinking it at my wedding, or I had the pleasure to toast at the G8 here in Italy. President Obama was also there. For me, seeing all the head of state toasting with our wine was such an incredible honor. We are lucky that we create things that go with the pleasure of people.